Ayan. So, we are here to compute the um, common size statement or vertical statement together with the ratio analysis. So, we'll start first with the income statement. So, this one is a trial balance of Emerald Corporation. Okay. So, let's start with this one. So, kinulayan ko na yung mga dapat kulayan para mas madali natin makompute yung ating income statement. Okay, so let's start with Emerald Corporation. And then we have the statement of operation for the income statement. And then we have for the year ended December 31, 2024. So, ang gagawin nyo para madali, we'll start to get na lang lahat ng account from here. Okay? So, we have to put equals, put as a trial balance, kunin yung sales, enter. And then, equals, kunin yung amount ng sales, enter. And then we have less cost of sales. Ay, sorry. So, we have cost of sales na pala doon. So, gagrab lang natin yung word na cost of sales and then its amount also, grab natin, cost of sale, 875. And then, sales minus cost of sales is equals to gross profit. O, di ba madali lang? Okay, so we have our gross profit of equals 3 million minus 875. So um we have the amount of our gross profit. Okay. Less, ano yung ima-minus? Di ba? We have the operating expenses. So, lahat ng operating, i-compute natin. So, gawa tayo dito so, yan. Pinaliit ko lang para at least maganda tingnan nakapasok siya. And then, maggagawa ako ng isa pang line para meron lagayan yung amount. Ayan. So, equals lahat ng expenses. So, we have salary equals after ng cost, we have rent. Ayan. And so on and so forth. Igagrab lang natin siya para madali. Equals insurance equals supplies equals depreciation equals miscellaneous. And then, meron pa tayong interest expense. Check uli natin kung meron pa. Baka hindi natin mabalance kapag mali. Okay, wala nang expenses, di ba? Because office supplies is also asset. Unless na magkaroon siya ng expense sa dulo. Okay? So, we already have our, so we will get na lang the amount. Grab uli nating amount. Bakit natin ginagrab instead na kinaka-copy paste? Kasi pag ginrab nyo siya, pag kunyari, nagkamali kayo dito, pag sinulat nyo pag kinopy paste nyo lang, hindi magbabago doon sa kabila. Pero once na ginrab nyo yan, so pag dito nagkamali, kunyari, palitan nyo to ng 50, mapapalitan na rin ang kusa doon sa kabila. So in that way, magbabalance ka pa rin kasi tama yung proseso na ginawa mo. Unless na kinopy-paste mo lang siya. Hindi yan mag-aano. Depreciation. Ay, sorry. Supplies pa lang pala. Supplies. Ayan. Tapos depreciation. Yun lang ha. Check nyo maigi kung yung nag-grab nyo tama. Baka yung maling amount yung nag-grab nyo. So, yun. Still, hindi pa rin siya magbabalance. So, iisa-isahin na naman natin. Eh, di ba, last time, ganun yung ginawa natin, di ba? Medyo matagal, lalo na pag nagkamali tayo. So, para maiwasan yung pagkakamali, edi dapat, i-sure, i-sure na lang natin kung paano siya ginagawa. Okay? Ayan nga, nagkamali nga tayo ng lagay dito dapat yan. Pero anyway, ano na lang siya. Dito na lang. Maglagay na lang tayo dito na. Total. Kumbaga yung total na lang ilagay natin. Okay? Or, ayan, sige, hayaan mo na. I-total na lang natin dito. Okay, so we have summation ng total operating expense. And then we have operating income. Income. Ayan. Income. Okay, so operating income is equals to profit, gross profit minus the total expense. So we have operating income of 1,307,500. And then, magle-less tayo dito ng ano, kasi yan ay corporation. So we have yung tinatawag na tax or the income tax payable. Okay? Income tax payable ang tawag dyan. Okay. So we have equals to 1,307 asterisk or multiply by 0.25. So we have 32675. And then we have our net income. Ayan. So our net income is equals to, ay sorry, mali. Mali yung guhit. Operating income. Ayan. Operating income is equals to equals to 1,307,500 minus 32675. So we have 980.65. So dito dapat naka-bold. So ito ang ating net income. Okay. So sabi ko nga, we will produce our vertical analysis. So yung vertical analysis dito rin manggagaling. Okay, so gagawa tayo ng other term for vertical analysis is common size statement. So tandaan niyo yan ha. So we have the common size statement. So computation will be the common size statement or yung tinatawag na vertical analysis. Vertical analysis is the same as the percentage that we get from yung gaya ng ginawa natin last time, yung ang ating base amount ay yung sales or base percentage is sales. So our vertical analysis or common size statement should be written every after computation of either computing your statement of operation or balance sheet. Okay? Laging kasama yan. So our common size statement for sales is 100%. Okay. And then we have our cost of sale. We have our cost of sale of equals 875 divided by 3 million. Ayan. Equals to 2125 divided by 3 million. And then, ito hindi na siguro, we will get na lang our total expenses para hindi masyadong maraming computation. Okay. Equals total operating divided by our sales. So we have 27.25 expenses. So this one is total operating expenses. And then we have our operating income. So magkano ba yung share niya when it comes to operating income? Okay. So we have equals to 1037 divided by 3M. Okay, and then our tax, 328,875 divided by 3 million. And then, ayan. So, we have our total net income. Net income is equals to how much? So, our net income is equals to 986.25 divided by 3 million. So, we already have 32.68%. So, pag nagkaganyan, i-ano nyo lang percentage. So, lalabas siya. And then, kung ano, two decimal places. So, we have 32.69%. So, we already have our vertical analysis or what we also known as the common size statement. Okay? And then, we'll proceed with this one. So, dito sa ilalim, lalagay natin yung ratio analysis natin. This time, when it comes to income statement, we always have our profitability ratio. Profitability ratio. So, you need to compute this one. But we already computed na dahil sa ating common size statement, nakapag-produce tayo ng computation ng profitability. So what we are going to do na lang is to inject na lang or ilagay na lang natin yung ating mga ratio. First, we have the gross profit margin. Tama? And then we have our operating profit margin. Okay? So we have operating profit margin, and then we have our net, we have the return on sales or yung tinatawag natin na net profit margin. So they are the same ha, net profit margin or the return on sales. Pero if I'm going to inject this to my boss, then I will call it as net return on sales. Para mas magandang pakinggan. Pero they are the same. Okay? And then we have the return on asset. But we doesn't have asset pa. So later natin siya i-compute. And then we have return on investment. So when we say return on investment, it also known as ROE or return on equity. They are the same ha. So our basis or our denominator is capital or stockholders equity. Okay. So we're going to get the amount that we have. We have the gross profit margin. So this one is our gross profit margin. Okay, so this one, sorry. So this one is our gross profit margin. And then our operating profit margin is after getting the operating expense. And then we have the return of sales of 32.69. So what will be the recommendation? For the gross profit margin of 70.83, it means to say that we have a profitable business because our main computation should be at least 30 to 40%, right? But because we have 70.83, meaning to say that we can pay all the expenses that we have or all the expenses that the company have. Okay? With regards to operating profit margin, so after paying all the expenses, we still have 43.58%, which is good for the company because as far as we understood, the operating profit margins should be at least 30 to 40%. But this one exceeded the maximum percentage that we need to have. So, ibig sabihin, maganda talaga yung profitability ng business. And with regards to the net income, after paying the tax that we have or after paying it to the BIR, we still have our 32.69%. So which is good for the company. Okay. So this time we are going to discuss later the other half of our discussion. Okay. Thank you guys.